Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Capricorn energy reading, tarot reading, and energy call. And Capricorn is inviting us to be first and then do. Capricorn is inviting us to be intentional. So my name is Mary Beth Wollenschlager, and I'm so happy to have you on the call with me tonight or watching this video on YouTube later. So tonight, we're going to focus on the Capricorn energies that are available to all of us. And there's quite a few planets in Capricorn right now. The sun just went into Capricorn yesterday. Venus and Mercury are also in Capricorn, as is Pluto. So that's a lot of Capricorn energy. So we're going to find out kind of what that means tonight. And then we'll spend some time having a little fun with our intuition and learning a little bit more about the tarot, and then doing a group reading for those that are on the call live. We'll look at the cards together. At that point, I'll be pausing the video and we can discuss the cards, and then we'll restart the video and share what we gleaned from the reading for the month. So let's get started. So, like I said, Capricorn is inviting us to be intentional. And this quote is from Oprah Winfrey, and it's a little long, but I think it's worth giving some consideration to. She says, "I am a person who lives my life based on intention. I don't do anything without intention because intention determines the outcome of your life. It's like cause and effect." So I think that's what the Capricorn energies, the Capricorn is about striving and challenges and getting things done. But it's so important. It's more important now than ever to be intentional and to make sure that our energy is lined up with what we're doing. If we're doing one thing but thinking about another thing, that doesn't always work very well. So let's get started with a little heart harmonizing meditation for the holiday season, and to get us in that mindset of being intentional, of remembering that we're a human being first, not a human doing. So this is the time of year, we're right in the thick of it with the holidays. We're ready. The holidays are here, and maybe the weather is not going to cooperate for most of us for the holidays we had planned. So it's more important than ever to be intentional and to find ways to lift our spirits, to help maybe keep us calm or maybe counteract some of the stresses, so that those that we are with, we can be present to and not short-tempered. And maybe if we're feeling lonely or disappointed, we just need some way to lift our spirit. And the biggest gift we can give each other this holiday season is true connection. But that starts with yourself, true heart connection. So let's give that to ourselves tonight. Let's start by recognizing that there are so many stressors going on everywhere, and connecting to the heart, accessing the heart's intelligence, will raise our vibration. And most people are doing the best they can given the circumstances. But the more we can remember to come from that place of the heart and put that energy out into the world, the more we'll help ourselves and everyone else. So this is a powerful way to lift your spirits, just by appreciating yourself or a loved one, a pet, or a memory, a cherished memory or place that reestablishes that connection back to your heart. And the greater our capacity for genuine appreciation, the deeper the heart connection. And when we have that heart connection, we have access to our intuitive guidance, we improve our immune systems, we think more creatively, and new possibilities open up to us. So it's time for us to recognize that being heart-centered and kind is more than just a nice thing to do. It actually improves our outlook on life. And as humans, we are evolving past the superficial interactions that miss the reconnection of the heart. Telling someone genuinely that you're happy to see them is telling them that you appreciate them. And it's this heart energy that lifts us up and creates that warmth. This is the energy we're looking for. So let's celebrate the holidays as well as this moment right now by getting more connected to our heart. So I invite you to close your eyes if you like, if it's convenient, or maybe just place your hand on your heart and start breathing a little slower and a little deeper. And imagine your breath flowing in and out of the heart space. And infuse your breath with genuine care and compassion. And then start radiating that out to yourself. Giving thanks to your body, giving thanks to every cell, every gland, every muscle, every bone, all the body systems. Just being aware of how wonderful the body is and how the body is able to rejuvenate itself. And so we're giving thanks for our body. And then we're going to send that true, genuine warmth and care. We're going to send that into the space that we're in right now, into the room we're in, and into our home. And express gratitude to the four walls around us. Express gratitude to the electricity that runs through our wires, allows us to have light, allows us to have this connection, and does so many things for us, runs our refrigerators so that we can eat, runs our furnace to keep us warm. We give thanks for the sturdiness of the roof over our head. We don't often think of thanking our homes, but when a storm is upon us, maybe it gives us a little more pause to consider how safe we are and how wonderful it is to be safe and how we do take it for granted. And now let's radiate some of that energy out to all the people who are helping others and will be helping others this weekend. All those helping to reduce suffering and provide comfort where they can. And all the people operating equipment like snow plows and in the hospitals and in the emergency rooms and the utility companies that will be tending to any storm damage. So we're thanking them in advance. We're putting that energy of appreciation out there now. And appreciation, gratitude and appreciation, when we're in that heart-centered space, it can just soften the edges of life. So we give thanks now for all those that are going to be helping this weekend. And maybe we can imagine more people awakening to the benefits of connecting to their heart through gratitude and appreciation. Just imagine more and more people approaching problems from their heart-centered space and working together to help one another. Lastly, let's close by radiating compassionate care to anyone who is living in survival mode or in war-torn areas, who is suffering from abuse or fear or loneliness at the holidays. Sometimes it doesn't seem like we can do much, but by radiating compassionate care, into our environment and sending that out, that is having an effect. It always does. No coherence ever goes wasted. So now let's dive into our Capricorn presentation. And we like to begin by understanding the Capricorn nature. And we see this picture here of this warm and inviting lodge. And we like to compare and contrast the zodiac signs. So last month we had Sagittarius, and Sagittarius energy was outwardly expressing. So this month, Capricorn is going to be the opposite. This is about the yin energy, or receiving or inviting in. And Capricorn is the beginning of the winter season. It's the first zodiac sign of the winter months. It goes Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. So Capricorn is the initiating season. And here, speaking of being first and then doing, we have someone who is making these vegetables look so inviting. She is choosing vegetables for her meal, and she makes them so appealing. She's initiating the cooking process, but she's doing it with an intentional attitude. It just makes you want to try baby bok choy. At least it makes me want to try some baby bok choy. It looks so appealing. And that smile on her face is a really great example of being first and then doing. In terms of the four elements, the Capricorn energies are the earth energies. And here we have a down-to-earth friend, the tortoise, and he's climbing up a hill. Capricorns love the climb. And if you remember the children's tale, The Tortoise and the Hare, slow and steady wins the race. And we say Capricorn isn't necessarily slow of the 12 zodiac signs, but Capricorns, they stick with things and they get things done. But we say slow here because of the four elements: fire, earth, air, and water. Earth is the hardest or the slowest to move through. So that's why it's, relatively speaking, compared to the other elements, the fire signs like Leo and Sagittarius and Aries, or even the air signs, which are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The earth signs are slower. The earth signs are Capricorn and Virgo and Taurus. So slow and steady wins the race. And there's something so soothing about being close to the ground, close to the earth. Maybe not this weekend with the storm coming, but generally speaking, having our feet flat on the ground and just that connection with the earth element can be soothing and help us feel connected to our planet and to each other. And then we have the symbol, which is the mountain goat. That's the symbol for the Capricorn astrological sign. And the mountain goat is sure-footed. So when you need to, and the mountain goat loves to climb. So they love challenges. Capricorn needs a challenge. And the goat, you can't see it too well here. These look like baby goats. But their horns, when their horns get bigger, the horns were originally used for the cornucopia. So another connection with the Capricorn energy is the abundance. And so it's just perfect that we have our winter holidays, the Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa, where we celebrate usually with food and enjoy the abundance of the season. So the things associated with Capricorn, so we started the Capricorn season yesterday on December 21st, and it's about a month. It goes until January 20th. And remember the song, I think it was a Marvin Gaye song, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. That's a good image for Capricorns, because if you want something done, give it to a Capricorn. You know, they say if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Well, or you could give it to a Capricorn because they stick with things and they get them done. So here's some keywords, a lot of keywords for Capricorns. They're very, very responsible, probably one of the most responsible signs of the zodiac. They're certainly determined and committed, and they work intentionally because they do have a big mountain to climb. So they need to kind of think it through and plan ahead. And remember, if you can remember to be first before you do, I think that goes with the Capricorn nature. So they like challenges, and they certainly are good at persevering, which requires patience. It takes patience to stick with something. And Capricorn is about being, not only being structured, but it is about the physical structures. And one of the slower moving planets that's in Capricorn now is Pluto. And Pluto is the planet of transformation. Pluto is the farthest planet from Earth, and it's the slowest moving planet. So it's been in Capricorn since 2008, and it's going to be leaving Capricorn in this coming year for a little bit, and then it'll come back in and then move on. But it's in the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is also associated with our financial structures. And Pluto is the planet of transformation, and Pluto can blow things up. So we've had a lot of financial upheaval. If you recall, in 2008, that was a big time, a big change with a lot of, I think it was the Lehman Brothers, and a lot of scandals were revealed, and the market crashed, and a lot of people lost their jobs. In fact, that was when I transitioned out of the accounting field into a more holistic field because of the events that happened in 2008. I was laid off from my job, and I know a lot of people switched careers back then. And so Pluto is in the last degrees of Capricorn, and some of our structures are changing. So, that whole cyber currency, which kind of has fallen apart. It was built up and then it fell apart because it wasn't working properly. And then we'll see what's moving ahead for us. So the key phrase for Capricorn is I utilize. So Capricorn can be spendthrifts. So instead of buying something new, they might say, what do I have at home that might work? How can I use this? Instead of buying something new, do I have something else that will work? So some famous Capricorns that I think have been good at using the gifts they have include Michelle Obama, Dolly Parton, the basketball player LeBron James, singer-songwriter John Legend, and actor Denzel Washington. So all those people have accomplished a lot, and they've had challenges. So those are good Capricorn, to get a feel for the personality of Capricorn, if you can think about those people. So ways to embody the Capricorn energies. So I loved this picture because these are the Capricorn colors, the royal blue and purple and red. And this Capricorn is also associated with the military because that's, again, a structured and a hierarchy. Capricorn is about hierarchy. So again, things are changing because Pluto is moving through this planet, and some of the structures and hierarchies as we've known them are about to change, especially when Pluto moves into Aquarius, because Aquarius is about power to the people, where Capricorn was about the structures and and hierarchy. So there's going to be some interesting changes coming up soon. So the part of the body that Capricorn rules is the knees. And knees on a metaphysical level are about moving forward. So one of the things that you can do during this Capricorn time is take care of the knees. And one really great thing for the knees would be to make sure you know how to squat properly. I've been taking classes for a couple of years from this one teacher at the gym, and she's always telling us, well, when I first started taking class with her, I would say my knees hurt. And then she's like, you're not doing squats right. Your knees shouldn't hurt at all. Your knees aren't really in the picture when you squat. It's about the hips moving backward as you keep your chest up. So you can think about the best thing is if you're in a public restroom, you don't want to sit on the toilet, you need to squat. And that's the motion. But you can Google this. You can look up on YouTube the proper way to do a squat, and the knees should not be coming forward. That's how we hurt our knees. So I mentioned the colors already, so you can embody these energies of Capricorn by wearing these colors like I am. I'm wearing the royal blue today, or decorating your home, burning candles in these colors, painting with these colors, just bringing these colors into your awareness. And then because it's the Capricorn season, it's a great time to make a plan and lay the foundation. You know, we're ending the year, and then we're going to go into the new year. And so this is a great time of year to get ready to be first as we approach 2023. And of course, you could start a new challenge and practice persevering at it. And then these next three: revisit patience, review commitments. Perhaps it's time to up-level your commitments. Do you have commitments that are no longer working for you, the things that you've been doing for years, that the joy has gone out of them? Is it time to up-level? And also reflect on your gains for this past year. We love to think about what we didn't accomplish, but if you spend some time reflecting on what you did accomplish, you focus on the gains, that's uplifting. But those last three: revisit, review, reflect. Mercury is going retrograde at the end of the month. I think it's December 28th or so. And anything that begins with RE when Mercury is retrograde is a great thing to practice. So now we're going to talk a little bit about our intuition and reading symbols and what that has to do with the tarot. So the tarot is nothing more than looking at pictures and interpreting them and gleaning a message. And we do it all the time. There's symbols around us constantly. So when we see birds flying south, we know that means something. We read the symbols of traffic signs. We know when it's time to go and when it's time to stop. And we know that a circle with a red line through it means we can't turn left. We can see two hearts engraved in this tree. So we recognize the hearts, and the two hearts together is a symbol of connection and love. And then these aren't exactly tea leaves, but people read tea leaves, or maybe the flowers of the tea leaves. So you can tap into your intuition just by asking a question and then seeing what shows up for you in the real world. Maybe you'll hear a song that'll speak to you. Sometimes you'll get a message on a billboard, or you can play with the tarot. And the tarot is made up of that's in two parts: the minor arcana and the major arcana. So what does this word arcana mean? Arcana is a mystery. and it's also a remedy and an elixir. So it's like a secret clue that you need to crack. But all you really need to do is make the intention, like being first, that you want to get something out of the reading. You want to kind of say, okay, here's my question. Now I'm going to pull these cards. Whatever I see in the cards, how does that relate to my question? What does this have to do with that? And these can be a remedy. They can give us guidance. They can be like drinking an elixir, and they help us hone our intuition. So the first part of the first part is the minor arcana. And this represents the things happen in everyday life. And you could think of it as just the cards you're dealt. And just like a regular deck of cards, the tarot is made up of 4 suits. The wands, which is in the upper left-hand corner, and in a regular deck of cards, this would be the clubs. And this relates because you can see in the picture, there's little green things growing off of the piece of wood, and it's represents fire because the wood creates the fire. And it's connected with the clubs because the symbol for clubs in a regular deck of cards is the 3-leafed clover. So that's how you can remember that the clubs connects to the wands. And I need to move this little thing here out of the way. The next thing are the swords up over here in the upper right-hand corner. So the swords represent air energy. So they're all connected with elements. So the fire, going back to the fire, this is about passion and spark and inspiration. The swords are more of a mental energy, our thoughts, and it's about thoughts and communications. And in the regular deck, that would link up with the spades. So you could actually use a regular deck if you don't have a minor or a tarot deck, although you'd be missing the major half, which we'll talk about in a second. And then we have the cups, and the cup is shown here. And the cups is associated with water and emotions. So that be like the hearts in the regular deck. And then the last thing we have is the coins, or it's also sometimes called the pentacles. And you can see the gold coin with the 5-pointed star. And that would be the diamonds in a regular deck. So the fire is about, the wands are about passion and inspiration and sparking something. And swords are the mental energy, communications, talking, thoughts, and focus. The cups, the water, is about being emotional and relationships and connection. And then the earth, the pentacles or the coins, the earth is about making it real, bringing it down to earth, making it physical, which is what our Capricorn energies are about, because they're part of the earth element. And in the minor arcana, we have, just like the regular deck, we have numbered ace through 10. These are all the aces of the 4 suits. And then we also have court cards, just like in the regular deck of cards. We have the king, the queen, and the knight. And then we also have an energy called, or a card called the page. And the court cards represent energies. They could represent either yourself or your personality or the energy you're exuding at the time of this question, or they could represent another person. So a king would represent, both the king and the queen would represent people that would be first and then do, but they would do it in a different way. The king would do it in a yang sort of way, sort of an outwardly expressing way, whereas the Queen would be more yin or feminine and be in the receiving way. And the Knight wouldn't, the Knight and the Page is the youngest of the energies. The Knight, the difference between the King and the Knight is just ready to go. The Knight may not always remember to be first. The Knight would be, go first and then ask questions later. Act first would be the energy of the Knight, but it's a youthful energy and an energetic energy, and it can be quite powerful and lively. And then we have the major arcana, and those are numbered 0 through 21. So I just put a sampling here, and you can see they have they use the Roman numerals, and they don't have any of the suits labeled on them, like the wands or the swords, and they're all labeled. They have a title. The number 1 is the Magician, number 8 is the Strength card, the 15th is the Devil card, and 17 is the Star. And these are the major chapters of life. This is like the hero's journey, and these energies are archetypal energies, and they're chapters of our life as well as the sub-chapters within the chapters of our life. So with that said, we are going to do a tarot reading using 3 cards. And before we pull the cards, we're going to get centered. We'll just do a quick heart-focused breathing, bringing your awareness to the heart, imagining the breath flowing in and out of your heart. And as you breathe into the heart space, send that breath down your legs, out through the bottoms of your feet, and connect to Mother Earth. And then on your inhale up to Mother Earth, and exhale out through the heart. Inhaling again into the heart and out through the crown of the head and the third eye, which is known for our intuition. And then inhale again. I'm going to start shuffling the cards. Inhale through the crown of the head and the third eye, and exhale through the heart, and just keep looping that breath in through the heart, out through the feet to the ground, in from the ground, out through the heart, in through the heart, out through the crown, just to get us centered. And we're going to do a 3-card spread. And the first card, we're going to ask the question, who do I think I need to be? The second card is, who do I really want to be? And the third card, when I'm being who I want to be, what is possible? So I'm going to shuffle the cards, keep breathing, thinking about those questions. Who do I think I need to be? Who do I really want to be? And when I'm being who I want to really be, what is possible? Oh, we had a jumper, so I'm going to help put that one aside. We had 1 card jump out, so we'll actually have 4 cards to look for. I still need to shuffle these a little bit more. And I'm going to cut 3 piles. And our first card, who do I think I need to be? The Knight of Cups reversed. So the Knight, well, we'll talk about that in a second. The Knight of Cups, and then the Justice card reversed. is who do I really want to be? That's a major arcana card. And then the Ten of Swords. When I'm being who I want to be, what is possible? So I'm going to pause the recording now and okay, so now we're back. And our first card, who do I think I need to be? We got the cup, the Knight of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Cups, we got it reversed. So this is the Knight in shining armor. So who do I think I need to be? I might think I need to be the Knight in shining armor, rescuing people, rescuing others, emotionally rescuing people, because this is the card of emotions. And because it's upside down, maybe I think I need to be rescued. So it's a little bit of both. I think I need to rescue others, but I also have this feeling that I need to be rescued. And then our second card was who do I really want to be? And we got a major arcana card. We got Justice. And the Justice card is connected with the astrological sign of Libra, and it has the scales. So the Justice card indicates having the wisdom. So who I really want to be is someone that has the wisdom and that can help bring about more justice into life in general for other people. And because it was reversed, it's also like not just for others, but for myself. So it's learning how to be wise. And maybe that's where the being first comes in before doing, connecting that to our theme, be first and then do. So paying attention to balance. And the last card was when I'm being who I want to be, what is possible? And we got this really surprising card, again, upside down. We got the Ten of Swords. And in the Ten of Swords, we have someone lying on the ground that appears to be quite dead with 10 swords in their back. So this is the card of overkill. And the swords represent the mental energy, could be our thoughts. And the card, again, it's upside down. So the good news with this card is we can let these swords or our thoughts just fall out with the card being upside down. But when I'm being who I want to be, what is possible, so I can stop killing myself by overthinking things and letting go of the negative mental thoughts. And also in this picture, we have a black sky, but at the horizon, we have the sun. So we know that the sun is rising up and it's a new day. So there's hope on the horizon and we can let go of our negative thoughts. And then we had this jumper card, this fourth card, which is this beautiful card, the Queen of Cups. So the jumper card would kind of be like an overall message. And I said earlier before I pulled the cards that the king, both the king and the queen would be example of those who be first and then do. They get things done, but they do them with intention. So the Queen of Cups, she has control over her emotions, but she also lets her emotions flow, so in a healthy way. So the queen, that energy, being first, just remember to be the queen, be like the queen, know that you have that innate power within you, the power over your own emotions, and you can, the thing that's coming up for me, I guess, is we are constantly teaching people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. So treat yourself like the queen. And that is our reading for the Capricorn season. So next month, we will be talking about the Aquarius energies and do another live tarot reading, and that'll be on at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, January 18th. And it'll be out of this world, just like this little astronaut. The Aquarius energies are pretty cool and pretty fun. So I'm looking forward to that, and we'll be in the new year. So thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to connect, here's my information. I do help people learn how to access their heart intelligence. And that's a great way to be first and then do. So thanks again for watching, and I wish you a very happy holiday season and a happy new year. Thanks so much.